Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the E25, the preferential matchmaking Tier 7 German tank destroyer, which Wargaming famously said some time ago that it wouldn't be sold again, but they've sold it again. At least I'm told that it wasn't going to be sold again. Now in this first replay, we've got two replays featuring the Tier 7 German premium tank destroyer. This first replay has been sent to me by Raavi 18 from Crazy Clan. Raavi's been a regular contributor to this channel, and for that I'm eternally grateful. He always gives me entertaining replays to watch and record and bring to your lounge rooms. Now in this battle he's on Fisherman's Bay and Raavi is not stuffing around. He's not going to camp the B1 line. He's going to head straight down to where all the action happens, straight down the 1-2 line. Now he's leaving that T50 alone, hoping that his mates behind him, who they're obviously talking in TeamSpeak or Discord or Skype or whatever they use, hoping that they're going to shoot him. He does take a little bit of damage and he loses his driver, but he fixes him. And the score's 2-zip. Raavi's already picked up nearly 500 hit points of damage, and his platoon mates are coming to back him up. He's platooned up with Blackjack and Lowry from What University Southeast Asian Clan. And now Raavi's not doing what he might be tempted to do with a small tank destroyer. He's not camping the back, he's getting right into the action. The VK3001P had been spotted earlier, but it looks like he's got company. He's got one of those new Swedish tank destroyers backing up, the VK3001P, which looks like he's getting, that VK is getting hit by Blackjack. And Raavi picking up some spotting damage. Lowry in a bit of strife there, getting shot at by the Swedish medium tank, I would say. Lowry gets taken out of the game, and now Raavi is looking at putting some damage into the enemy E25. Of course, since the E25s went on sale just before Christmas, you did tend to see a fair few of them in platoons, and it's because it's a pretty overpowered tank. It has preferential matchmaking, which is an advantage, and a couple of patches ago, maybe a year or more ago now, Wargaming reduced the camouflage of tank destroyers, especially when they fire. But of course there was a bit of outroar about that, especially for people who'd paid money for the tanks such as the E25. And so the E25 didn't lose that ability to remain undetected when it's firing, especially if it's hiding in a couple of bushes. Now I have bought one of these, but I haven't had a chance to play it. I've been very busy with Christmas and all that kind of stuff. And now Raavi getting stuck right in again and trying to put some pain into the Tier 7 premium heavy tank, the IS-2. Auto aims on the Swedish medium, and looks like they're both, while they're both focusing on that T43, Raavi's going to bring the medium tank down to a one-shot and also help get rid of the IS-2. He's keeping him tracked. They're down by a tank 7-8 here, but a quick rate of fire of these E25s is just going to keep chipping away at the Tier 7 Russian heavy tank. Now the scores, they've brought the score back to 8-8, now it's 8-9. Blackjack's picked up 2 kills. Raavi hasn't picked himself up a kill yet, but he has picked up 1600 hit points of damage, which is not too bad at all, but he's just getting warmed up. But first of all, he wants to get rid of that E25, which he does, even though it wasn't spotted. He aimed at where he last saw him and picked up the kill, a pretty handy tank to get rid of. Of course, the E25 with its low profile, it's pretty hard to hit anyway, and of course when it's got that camouflage buff, not buff but camouflage advantage on other tank destroyers or any tank, it makes it pretty easy to snipe away. And of course its gun, it fires pretty quick. It's only a few seconds between each shell, and even though each shell only does on average 135 hit points of damage, which is not much more than a Tier 6 medium tank like the Cromwell B, because you can reload so fast and often not get seen while you're doing it, you can really chip away at the enemy tanks. Blackjack picks up his 3rd kill. Raavi's also got 3 kills, and looking around for all the enemy tanks have been spotted, and they've all been spotted on the eastern side of the map. And Raavi just hoping that the E25 or the KV2, which was last seen in that central town part of the map, gets spotted and he can chip away, but they don't get spotted on that occasion, so he's going to move into a better position, hoping for a shot on the KV2. Doesn't seem to have one. Now he does. That was a bounce. That one looks like it bounced as well. Blind fires. Puts a few shots into where he thinks the KV2 might be. And it looks like the Tier 7 Japanese heavy tank, as well as the E25 and the KV2 on the other side. Looks like they're all in that same position. But looking at Raavi's team, Raavi's only got 4 tank destroyers, and traditionally tank destroyers don't push too hard, especially when they're up against 3 heavies and 2 TDs. The score's now 10-12, so Raavi and Blackjack need to make something happen here. Now it's 2 versus 5 situation. 10-13 is the score. And of course, the enemy side has a pretty significant hit point advantage. No idea what all of those tanks' health is like, but you can pretty much guarantee that the Tier 7 heavy tank's going to have a fair amount of hit points. There's the O-knee, and while it looks like maybe Blackjack might be spotting him, Raavi's just going to keep chipping away and get rid of the big Japanese heavy tank out of the game. Doesn't quite have a shot on the T1 heavy. I'm not sure if it's a T1 heavy that's capping or the E25. I think it might be the E25. It looks like the T1 heavy was outside of the cap circle, and the T1 heavy's just been hit, and that clock didn't really go down. Only 15 seconds left on the cap clock, so they really need to do something about this cap. But it looks like one of them's just left the cap circle, possibly the E25. Maybe that blind shot that Raavi fired into the cap circle might have been a little bit too close to comfort for the Tier 7 tank destroyer. And now the T1 heavy's been spotted, so it's a T1 heavy that left the cap. It looks like the E25 might still be on there, so the T1 heavy's probably doing the right thing and moving forward as a bit of a distraction for Raavi and his mates. And there's the E25. He takes a shot. First shot misses into the enemy tank, and he finally resets the cap and doesn't quite pick up the kill though. Leaves him on 1 hit point. Blackjack's still got plenty of health left, so Blackjack's not panicking quite yet, and it looks like Blackjack's doing a lot of the spotting. That's probably why he's not firing. He really doesn't want to be seen. He wants to keep as much health as he can and try to avoid getting spotted by that T7 heavy. Now Raavi starts laying into him. He's no longer spotted, but he puts another shot where he was. That's going to leave the T1 heavy on pretty low health, and now Raavi's using these rid lines to make sure that the E25 and the T1, who was last seen near the flag, haven't got shots on him as they get stuck into this Su-85, big Russian Tier 5 tank destroyer. Now it looks like the Su-85 is a one shot, and Raavi's coming back up here now just to spot whatever else might be near their flag. I mean, there's a pretty good chance the E25's skedaddled and moved elsewhere, probably over to the eastern side of the map. And there's that KV2. Can he get him? You'd think that the E25's accurate gun would be able to get 2 shots into the KV2 before the KV2 could aim. And of course the KV2's just fired clutch and missed the shot onto Raavi. 4 kills apiece from Raavi and Blackjack. They're doing an absolutely monumental job here. Raavi's already picked up 3,000 hit points of damage. T1's down to a 1 shot. KV2 was a 1 shot. Now both of these enemy tanks are 1 shots now. E25, Blackjack gets killed by the E25. And now Raavi knows he can take a shot if he has to, but he'd really rather not. T1 heavy and the E25 both on single digit hit points, but I think if both of them shot Raavi, he'd probably be in a little bit of trouble. First shot misses. Now Raavi's just about down for a 1 shot as he takes out the Tier 7 German tank destroyer, and now it's just Raavi versus the KV versus the T1. And boom, Raavi does the job, picks up his 7th kill and has an absolute ripper in the end, picking himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery badge, because as you can see, also obviously he's got the top gun for picking up 6 kills or more. And Spotter for all that spotting damage he did. Bruiser, Jeweler's Fire for effect. Defender medal for reducing the cap points when that E25 was sitting on the cap and come pretty close to capping him out. And of course a high caliber for doing the most damage, at least 20% of the enemy's hit points. Have a look at the second page of the post-game battle results. You can see it's a pretty one-sided battle here. Lowry pretty unlucky down here to get taken out so early, but he was doing some pretty aggressive spotting. Raavi absolutely carried that one with Blackjack, 3,187 hit points, along with Blackjack's 3,111 hit points. 11 kills between them, and you can see he also picked up 1,136 spotting damage, which gave him a reasonably profitable game, 36 and a bit thousand credits on a premium account with a premium tank as a bottom line profit. A pretty good game from Raavi 18 from Crazy Clan in his E25. As we move on to the second game in this double shot of Tier 7 action featuring the E25. It's my old mate Night Sight platooned up with Heligamer, both from SBNA clan, and here's a little bit of a boost up here. I love this little boost here on Cliff. Pretty handy to do in any, not in any light tank, but in most light tanks and a lot of medium tanks. He slightly misjudges it, but he gets up there in the end, and he moves up there. The good thing about the E25, even though it's a tank destroyer, it's pretty quick, and it's as it looks like a little quick mouse running around, and it's pretty fast indeed. Now Night Sight's already been spotted here. He sees the enemy E25 and he puts a shell into his side. It's going to take more than that to get rid of that tank destroyer. It does take a fairly sizable back, 236 hit points from the VK. Now, the E25 only starts with 830 hit points of health, so he needs to be reasonably careful. He's only on 500 hit points, but he's not going to keep sniping. He's seen the mini-map, he's seen all those tanks that are going up the eastern side of the map from the enemy, and he's moving up in here into a position where he can get behind this bush, hopefully camo up, and use his camouflage to snipe away at these tanks. Now hopefully he doesn't get spotted here. If he gets spotted, it's going to be all over. That VK starts blind firing at him, but the rate of fire of the E25, have a look at this, he's got him tracked now. He looks like he's repaired his tracks. Auto aims. In the end, the artillery gets him, and now it looks like he's focusing on the Panther 2. He sees that as even though it's a medium tank, it's a pretty slow, cumbersome target, and Night Sight has just got himself into this awesome position where he's not getting spotted. These tanks that are on the 1-2 line, they're preventing these tanks from coming around and spotting him. So it's just a case of shooting turkeys in a barrel here. T29 would be a very handy tank to get rid of. So he aims at the hull, and he's going to make this fast reload. Look how quicker that reload is, and of course the aim time as well. He's still got side shots on there, even though the T29 was angled a bit. He's just chipping away. He's taken him down from 1,250 hit points all the way down to zip. You can see he's picked up nearly 2,500 hit points of damage already. And now he's looking at the enemy E25. That shot goes a little bit high. Not Night Sight's fault at all. And he's looking for the kill shot on the IS-2. Doesn't want to get too aggressive here. He wants to maintain his stealth and keep chipping away. He's picked up 2 kills, 2,500 hit points of damage, and looks like the IS-2 is engaging that M4, but he gets spotted just as the M4 dies, and now he's going to start looking at that Cheeto. Cheeto's only a tier 6 Japanese medium tank, lucky enough to bounce that shot and set him on fire. He's still burning, and of course the T-3485 picks up the kill. Now at this stage, Night Sight's been pretty quick this game. Don't blink, you'll miss something if you miss. He has had 1 or 2 kills stolen from him, but he's done over 3,000 hit points of damage now. Still got 235 hit points left, and he's going to start looking at that new tier 6 Swedish tank destroyer. Chips him away, even though it's only 135 or 150 hit points per shot. See the gun in this German tank destroyer is absolutely phenomenal, just chipping away and absolutely smashing these enemy tanks. And as usual in a random battle, when the score's 14-1 and the last remaining tank's artillery, everyone's looking for him. It looks like Night Sight might be in the right place. First shot goes in, and then he finishes him off with a round kill. Ends up on 63 health, and he's done nearly 4,000 hit points of damage. Not a bad game at all from Night Sight from SBNA clan. And of course, he's picked himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and of course a high caliber for doing an absolutely massive amount of damage. That spot he got to in the centre on the 2 line, shooting towards the lighthouse, was just unbelievable. Just put that gun to work all day. Not a bit of bad luck for Heli Gamer getting taken out reasonably early. Oh no, he was still in the game. He didn't have a massive game, but have a look at that. 3,851 hit points for his 3 kills. Unlucky not to get 4 or 5 kills, I think, but fired 31 shots, 26 hit, and 25 did damage. 3,851, and also did nearly 1,000 spotting damage too, which is pretty handy, and would have contributed to his Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. But we love premium tanks, and look at this premium account, premium tank, 90,000 credits bottom line. That's after he's paid for his repairs and his ammunition. That's an absolute ripper game. The game only went for 4 minutes, but in that 4 minutes, Night Sight from SBNA clan had an absolute ripper. It is new E25, the Tier 7 premium German tank destroyer on Cliff. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the replays, lads. And I'm looking forward to taking my E25 out for a spin one day. Take care and see you all next time.